The Red Cross and Red Crescent societies say they're launching an emergency appeal for aid to the Horn of Africa, where they say 20 million people are at risk of famine. The groups are active in humanitarian projects in Africa, as is the Peace Corps. It has been working on the continent for half a century now. Diana Lewis looks at what Peace Corps volunteers give and get back in a long history of service.
The United Nations estimates that some 40,000 organizations provide humanitarian aid around the world, much of it in Africa. One of these organizations, the U.S.-sponsored Peace Corps, has been active for nearly 50 years. John F. Kennedy promoted the idea of a volunteer organization in 1960 while running for president. After his election, he officially authorized the start of the Peace Corps.
This corps will be a pool of trained men and women sent overseas by the United States government or through private institutions and organizations to help foreign countries meet their urgent needs for skilled manpower.
The Peace Corps began with just 51 volunteers in Ghana, but now operates in 85 countries, 27 of them in Africa. More people serve in Africa than any other continent around the world. The volunteers serve for approximately 2 years, living and working in local communities before returning home. Henry McCoy, Peace Corps Regional Director for Africa, describes the volunteers' continuing service.
Many of our Peace Corps volunteers end up working in government agencies in the private sector once they come back, and they help Americans to understand how to think about and how to better interact with people around the world.
Volunteers serve in a variety of areas from education, health, and agriculture to youth outreach, business, and information technology. A volunteer's specific work depends on the needs of the area. Evan Papp is a Peace Corps recruiter and former volunteer in Zambia.
And that's only half of the Peace Corps' focus, because the other half is really a focus on the cross-cultural exchange and learning and living beside the people that you're trying to transfer skills to.
Peace Corps volunteers in Africa seek to spread goodwill to the continent often in crisis. But Papp says that Africans also have their own unique approach to solving problems.
There is a very strong community, very strong social fabric, and there's very strong history in Africa with the different tribes and with the self-reliance and being able to grow their own food and also to grow, build their own society from the ground up. And so it's important for Americans to understand that the top-down approach to Africa is not always the solution.
President George W. Bush has made aid to Africa an important element of his foreign policy. President-elect Barack Obama plans to do the same. Part of this includes increasing the overall number of Peace Corps volunteers.
The President's call for more funds and the Congress's decision to provide more funds will be important if Peace Corps is going to be able to meet the demands that will be placed upon it in years to come.
This year, Peace Corps volunteers return to Liberia after years of civil war. They plan to return to Rwanda early next year. This growth is possible because of the willingness of volunteers, or what McCoy calls them, America's best ambassadors. Whether teaching English in Benin or raising awareness of AIDS in Swaziland, Peace Corps volunteers and their influence can be found across Africa. Diana Lewis for VOA News.
Good job by Diana there.